happy.
You just back a monster, dude.
Oh my god, bro. What just happened?
I don't know, man.
Michigan gone wild. Michigan gone wild.
Yep, there's another one.
Michigan gone wild.
Lakes are now open and we can go back out there and pursue those beautiful and aggressive fish. And I know I personally can't wait to get out there. So happy trout opener, and anybody that's out on the water today, I wish you all good luck, be safe.
The next couple days we worked really hard trying to get another bird on the ground. You know, it seemed like we were getting on to birds, however, they just didn't want to cooperate. Finally, we got one day where we could hunt all day. We got off work at 4 o'clock in the morning. Joe and I went home, grabbed all our stuff, and we got right back after it.
He started looking funny. And
Yeah, he did.
I'm like, he may see us. Smoke time.
Well, that happened pretty fast. We got out of the truck and that bird wasn't 150 yards away, and we heard him gobble, and sounded like he was by himself, so we set up on him and we pulled him down from the hill. We saw him fly down into those pines, and it probably took him about 5 minutes to get in front of us, but we got him in front of us, and I think he's a pretty young bird, but nonetheless it was a great hunt. Let's go check him out. Even though this wasn't my biggest turkey, I had an absolute blast. So far, being able to call in 2 other birds, then 1 for myself, and also getting in front of a bunch of birds and, you know, maybe just not quite happening or quite working out, it was finally nice to get the job done. Because I got my turkey license online, they send it to me in paper form. And I don't have any string, and I don't want to cut my shoelaces, so I had to cut a piece of my glove. This is what I have to resort to. Can you believe that?
I don't even know if this is gonna work.
Alright, there we go. It's legal. All right, that's it. My turkey season is over, well, my shooting part of it. Still gonna call some birds for other people. Already got to do it twice this year, call in birds for other people. I got one in for Tony, got one in for Joe, and I just got mine, so I think we're gonna call Nick up and try getting him to go out in the woods. What do you say, Joe? I mean, we just worked a 12-hour shift. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Let's say, hey, ain't no rest for the wicked, man. Stay wild. Next up, I'm taking out our good friend, team member, Nick Purgle. I'm out to get him his very first turkey. I'm gonna be calling and filming. Nick and I drove around looking for some birds. However, this afternoon was kind of slow. I had figured the birds were in the timber, and sure enough, we saw one quite a ways away, skirting just the edge of the fields, and we decided to make a play on it. These birds were everywhere. I could not figure out where they were coming from. We had a gobble to the north, to the west, and to the east.
Oh my God, behind us.
Finally, about 70 yards away, I look behind me and I see two big toms walking down the ridge.
Look back right there. Nick, don't move till I tell you to move. Do not move till I tell you to move. And when I tell you to move, you have to turn around quick. Set up on this bird. We think it's across the road. We hear him gobbling, and next thing you know, we hear gobbling right behind us. Alvin turns his head. He's like, "There's two big toms. Don't move until I tell you to." Oh my gosh! I was not expecting that. What a rush! Oh, thank God. Missed one with my bow last week. Hunted hard all weekend, and had the opportunity to come out tonight. We capitalized.
So we're driving around, and Elvin spotted a bird from a mile away, and found some good land to get on, and we set up on him. We thought he was down here, but we heard a gobble coming from, what was that, from the north. And so we set up on him, heard him gobble one more time, and then out of nowhere, we heard a gobble, oh my gosh, I would say about 50 yards away, and Elvin's like, "Where in the heck is that coming from?" So he turns around and he sees these two nice birds coming up on us, and we waited for a good moment to get turned around on them, and luckily we had that time and moved around, got in position, and he came up perfectly, waited for a good shot, and he gave us a nice shot. Elvin did an awesome job calling them in. Really appreciate that. It's my first bird, so it was a tough season, and you know, luckily I got a bird on the ground. Couldn't be more happy.
This was an absolute awesome hunt, just because things have been kind of slow in days previous, and to finally have it all come together like this was awesome. And for it to be Nick's very first turkey, even better. Hey Nick, I was glad to be able to be there to film it and call it in for you, man. Congratulations.
Lure.
Gobble, gobble.
This was an absolute blast of a season for us. We had a lot of good times, knocked down some good birds. There were some close calls in there, and then we had our misses. But you know what? Any hunter will tell you that that's going to happen throughout the season, but it's the memories that you make and the times that you have in them seasons.
Michigan, it's Michigan gone wild here in Michigan.
I'm Elvin Sickhead with Michigan Gone Wild, wishing everyone tight lines, happy hunting, and as always, stay wild.
Heart of a child on Michigan gone wild. Michigan gone